Salam being from the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So therefore as-salam is better in that sense as well, that it brings dhikr into a person, that it's not a mere greeting. That it's not a mere greeting. It's not the same as saying good morning, or it's not the same as saying hello or hi. The idea isn't that saying otherwise is impermissible, but when we have something from the Sunnah of Rasulullah, and rather from the Sunnah of the Anbiya, we can say when Adam alayhi salatu wasalam was born, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded Adam alayhi salam that go to the malaika and say salam to them. And go to the malaika and say salam to them, and then whatever they will answer, that will become the salam of your ummah, or of your children. So he went to them and he said assalamu alaikum, and they replied with wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. And that has become, from that time, this is masnoon. So therefore it's not just the sunnah of this ummah. That's why when the angels came to Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, when they came to him, they said salama, qalu salam, qawmun munkarun. Since Surah Dhariyat, when the malaika came to Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam to give him glad tidings of him bearing, of them having a child, they came to him and said qalu salama, since Surah Dhariyat, and he answered qala salamun. He also said salam. So salam is from the shi'ar of our deen, hallmarks of the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of Islam. This is to be done with certain adab and etiquettes, and one etiquette is being mentioned over here, or one method is being mentioned over here. That إِذَا حُيِّيتُم بِتَحِيَّةٍ, when someone is greeted with the salam, then they should either give the better reply, meaning if, for example, someone says assalamu alaikum, then you add salam plus rahmatullah to that, or you give the same. So if someone says assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, then you at least say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. If someone says assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, best is to reply with all three. However, if you suffice upon only assalamu alaikum, that would be fine. This is based on an intricacy that the as-salam here, the alif lam, will become ma'hud for those that understand Arabic. But otherwise, the hadith of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, the one who initiates the salam, al-badi'u bis-salam, bari'a min al-kibri, that person is free of takabbur, and he is free of arrogance. The meaning of salam should be kept in mind. The meaning of salam is peace be upon you. Right? So if you're ready to go in the house and start a big fight because of some text messages, then as soon as you say salam with the meaning, you should remember that I shouldn't fight. Right? Something that happens, right? You come into the house booming with the salam, but you defeat the point of the salam. The whole point of the salam is that you're announcing your sifa, one of the qualities of iman. The Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the al-Muslim man salima al-muslimuna min lisanihi wa yadihi. One of the qualities of a Muslim, of a believer, is that others are safe and sound from the people are safe from his tongue and from his hands. Right? So so we as believers, as Muslims, when we say salam, we should keep the meaning of it also in mind. And it should be said with the meaning of dua and as a dhikr, not to prove a point. And if, for example, someone wants to tell someone, hey, why don't you make salam to me? So they say loudly and very in a rough tone. So that once again, that defeated the point of the salam. Right? And if someone didn't say, hey, salam alaikum, then that's not salam anymore. Now you're fighting. Right? Yes, there are etiquettes that it's better that what's supposed to happen is that the younger people, someone who is young, he should make salam to those that are older, or if someone is passing by and there's a group of people, then the larger group should make salam to the smaller group. Or if someone walks by, then if they make salam to their group, then if one person from their group gives salam, that is sufficient. These are all etiquettes of the salam, which we learn from the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And in the fada'il, in the virtue of this, when one person came and he said assalamu alaikum to Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he replied with wa alaikum assalam, and Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said ashar, yani 10. Then the next person came and he said assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, and Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam answered and said 20. The third person came and said assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Here Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam answered that there are 30, yani 30 words for this person. So the more, this is dua, this is dhikr, so a person shouldn't feel it difficult. That's why in the hadith of Rasulullah that when two Muslims meet, even if it means there's a small separation, there comes a hadith that even if you're separated by something, if you're walking with someone, if you're separated by a wall or something, once again when you meet, then you should repeat the salam, right? Because it doesn't hurt you. There's nothing, it's not difficult in it. Yani the entire time you are talking as it is, right? If you are talking, just as that doesn't hurt you, you're talking with a friend. Now when you come back and you meet again, once again you should repeat the salam. One of the Sahaba radiallahu anhum asked Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Ayyul Islami afdal? Yani which qualities or traits of Islam are the best? So in this hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentioned two things. One which is also very relevant with us in Ramadan, إطعام الطعام وسلم على من عرفت ومن لم تعرف. The first one he said that feeding people food, right? So this being the month of Ramadan, the month of generosity, then we should be feeding friends and others alike. وسلم على من عرفت ومن لم تعرف. And you should make salam to those who you know and those who you do not know. All right? This is very important. One is salam to those that are our friends. We know them, family, friends, we make salam to them. But even those who we do not know, سلم على من عرفت ومن لم تعرف. And those who you do not know, you should equally make salam to them. Why? The same thing. The idea is that it's a dhikr and that there is dua in this for a person, and it's your declaration that you are upholding the sifat and qualities of a believer. So it doesn't matter whether the person, whether you know that person or you do not know that person. إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ حَسِيبًا. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes account of everything. Meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking account is to reward us. So the more salam a person does, the more a person does the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the better it is, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is keeping that in account. And we shouldn't think that I said this, perhaps it was missed, perhaps it wasn't recorded. No, definitely it will be recorded. Allahu la ilaha illahu, there is no deity except Allah. لَيَجْمَعَنَّكُمْ إِلَى يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will gather everyone to a day in which there is no doubt. وَمَنْ أَصْدَقُ مِنَ اللَّهِ حَدِيثًا. And who is more truthful in speech than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yani everything that we do, it ties in with qiyamah. As we said, that the salam isn't merely a greeting. It's not just hi, hello, and good morning, and that's it. But there is meaning to it. And that meaning will also show in Yawmul Qiyamah, as the ayah terminates. We make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us the understanding of the Quran Kareem.